Yesterday I watched Nurk's video about adding power for a GoPro Bones to the Avata. And it was super simple. Thanks Nurk. If you guys haven't checked that out, just give a search, go over to Nurk's channel. It's really good. For those of us who might want to add a Bones to the Avata, definitely cool. Word of warning, be very careful. The 4 screws that hold on the bottom plate, you'll know what I'm talking about when you get there. I actually stripped 2 of those and I was being really careful. The threads on one of them actually came out with the screw when I was unscrewing it. So be as gentle with all these screws as you can, because the little thread inserts that they go into are just sitting in plastic. There's not much to them. So yeah, of course, always be super careful with that kind of stuff, but definitely worth doing. Here's a picture of what mine looked like on the inside. And then I'll show you basically how it ends up coming out here. So I've got it's actually routed around to this side. And then I ran it across behind here, making sure it's well behind the gimbal. It's not going to touch the gimbal or anything else. And then over here, and that way I just left myself some extra slack in case I needed it later. And then I've put a little dot of Velcro down in here, and I go BT 2.0 connectors, also worth mentioning, instead of that awful Bones connector, because I don't want to plug in and out of the Bones like that all the time. So I make these little pigtails for my Bones, and then go to BT 2.0. That just gives me more flexibility with my different drones, and I can tuck that away in there now when I'm not using it. But here's the big deal for me. I thought, okay, well, if I want a Hero Bones on my Avata, Nurk is sticking one here facing forward. Cool. There's also a mount you can get that I might use, or I might actually kind of redesign that mount, but mainly I want Bones on rear facing. And if you put it all the way up here, you're just going to be filming the battery. So you really got to get it back here. And I was playing with some designs. It got kind of complicated, and then it occurred to me, what if it's just on the battery? So check this out. I made a little mount for the Bones that is the direct mount, which I think, Nurk, worth mentioning, if you just do the direct one instead of the standard GoPro mount with the extra extension, you get less vibration in your camera. So definitely good to just use the straight up Bones mount, I think, if you're just going to run Bones. And then, hey, put that on a battery. This one's just stuck on. I could epoxy that or whatever. I think what I might do is make a hot shoe mount, and then you just kind of slide into the hot shoe, and then all my batteries will just have that, and then I have the option. So anyway, I just pop that on, go for the, go for the connection. Power it up. Power up the Bones. And there it goes. So you can see the light's blinking, it's got power. And I did put a little dot of Velcro on top there too, just for cable management. So I can do that. Keep my cables tight. But anyway, that allows me a little bit of down tilt, which is good. If you're cruising, I might redesign this so that I can get a little more down tilt out of this mount, which means I just got to make it a little taller. Now, you would think, is it overbalanced to the rear? Actually, no, it flies great. Check it out. Okay. There we go, it's recording. Okay. jump in it. So there you have it. The GoPro Bones on an Avata battery is pretty sweet. Avata flies pretty much just like it would without it. It's going to affect your battery life, but it's a good trade-off. It still went over 10 minutes on that battery. So yeah, hope that's helpful to anyone. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.